going to take a look at this tank. I got about 25 minutes before my next session, and I just thought I would take a little moment and go ahead and look at this tank with everyone else. All right. So this is my office, and this fish tank we're looking at here is my, it's a 75 gallon. I'll step back so you guys can see how I'll just kind of go like this. I'm sitting on the floor. I just dumped 5 gallons of water in it, so things got stirred up a little bit. But this is a pretty fun tank, pretty active. I got Jubilee chromis mulleri over here on the side. I don't know, like 5 or 6 of them in here. The lights that I have on this tank are floodlights. Just the normal floodlights that you would have outside, you know. Nothing special, but they are pretty good for growing. You know, they just do this. You can see how bright they are all the way down. Like I said, I dumped some water in here a moment ago, so kind of kicked up some sand. A little Taiwan lily. Let's see. So, interesting little neighborhood we have in this tank. Everyone is very territorial. So these Jubilee chromis mulleri, even though they are cichlids, they're not as aggressive as the Maltese. And you can see, watch this Maltese right here, little shell dweller. Watch how aggressive this thing is. Even though I say this is supposed to be their side, but that little Maltese has a different opinion. And these are small. These are small Jubilee chromis. They get a lot bigger. They get about 5 inches. So give it time. They're gonna get a lot bigger than these other guys. Hey, we got somebody in. Kaylee, what's up? Thanks for jumping in and saying, yeah, this. Right on. Cool. We're just looking at my fish tank here. I'm not going to be able to stay on for very long because I have to, I'm a mental health professional. I have a client here in about a half an hour. So I'll have to be getting into that here at 2 o'clock my time. I'm over here in Portland, Oregon. But, you know, it's kind of cool looking at this tank because nice little community, little neighborhood over here of the Jubilee chromis. And then over here we have all the shell dwellers because this one very aggressive shell dweller has moved his little, like down in there, he's dug in, made a little cave. You guys can't really see it, but underneath this is some styrofoam. And then I got some really big rocks. You can see back there is a, well, let me get my stick here, hold on. Those of you who have not seen my therapy office, this is my therapy office. This is where I talk to clients in person. My painting I did a couple years back. Let me grab my stick so I can show you guys. It's my avocado tree. I got another light to put on the avocado tree to shine on the bottom part so I can get more leaves on it, because these things need a lot of light. Avocado trees, who would have known, right? Okay. So down there, I don't have a flashlight with me, otherwise I'd just shine it down there. But if you look, there is some babies. My day's going pretty good. Okay, let's see. There's babies down there. Like, let me see a couple of them back there. A little bitty shrimp. Over here, there's a whole bunch of babies. You can see them swimming in and out of the shells. A little piece of guppy grass dropping from the top. Move some of this stuff from the top. See all this here? Actually, before I do that, let me show you something else. I love looking at the top of this tank because, so the cherry shrimp, most of you guys probably know who are actually watching this, but those of you who don't know, cherry shrimp, the red, Nerocordinia, is it Nero? Yeah, I think it's the Nerocordinia. It's like Cordinia are the ones that are lower pH, like the crystal shrimp. Anyways, you know, they can become clear or just brown. So at the very top, if you look, I just stirred it all up, so they're mad at me. Find some over here, though. See them at the very top, just scourging around for things. Yeah, there's a snail that I dumped in here a moment ago. Here we go. It might be a little bug, actually. Just gonna show you some of the shrimp. Oh, there's one. It's like right there, right underneath, and there's another one. So these guys not only have the auto feeder, but they also got all the baby shrimp. So that's what I was trying to, I was getting at that, basically. And you can see there's a lot of shrimp in here. There's a whole bunch. You can see these guys chasing them around sometimes to eat them and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, it does kind of look like a top of a forest. That's one. Yeah, they call it jungle tanks, but it's also how it's like one of the best ways for breeding fish. If you want a bunch of babies, have lots of places for them to hide. And if you want a bunch of shrimp to live and not get all eaten up right away. So these guys will go out and eat them, but lots of little microorganisms will be crawling around these rocks and also the sand. So the baby fish also have lots of things to eat. So let's go check out these guys over here. You can kind of see what's going on. This is the nice little neighborhood. That's kind of like the way these guys live, is they have their communities and they kind of hang out and take care of themselves and their families and their friends and all kinds of stuff. Not all fish do that, but these guys do. And then over here is kind of the same idea. That's weird. It says my internet's not working right now, but it should be. All right. I'm not sure if I lost the internet for a little bit, but I just switched to cellular data. So, anyways. So, I mean, you kind of have like a, even though the idea was from here to this side was going to be all the Juliachromis, but these guys, like I was telling you, the one, if I can see them chasing them, I'll show you guys chasing. But once these guys get bigger, it won't be like that because these guys are pretty small, pretty young. I think it's 3 or maybe it's 4 of these bristlenose plecos. I threw them in here just to kind of help keep the algae down when I first threw the tank in here, when I first set this tank up. You can see little bitty ones back there, the Juliachromis on the side of that rock. I can't remember what type of plant that is. Let's see, what is that plant called? I don't know. I'm having one of those moments. I just can't think of the name of it, but anyways, I don't know. Whatever. It's kind of looking. See, like, it's kind of ridiculous how. I mean, it's just decided to have a bunch of babies over here on the side, so. So that right there, this right here is a rock that actually goes down quite a bit. Watch him, he's gonna attack the stick. You guys are so funny. He's like, get that out of here. So this is a rock that kind of goes a little deep. And then back here, that's another rock that goes kind of deep. And then you can't really see it, but back there is another rock. And you can see the down. I don't actually know if you're going to be able to see it or not, but right down in here, that's like the very, very back of the rock is like right where the stick is going down, like right next to it. And the rock just kind of goes all the way out to right down in there. And then this rock and that rock is kind of just sitting on top of it as like the foundation, so they won't collapse. And then I have styrofoam. I got styrofoam going from here all the way across. And there's like, it goes all the way to the edge, almost to the edge, and then almost to the edge in the back. It's like a special type of like styrofoam for insulation. So it's not soft styrofoam, it's pretty condensed. So watch this guy. He's gonna see if he chases off. It's like, even though you're on the other side of the rock, you're too close. Oh yeah. I got some good news. One of my clients just texted me, asked me if they could do a phone session this afternoon, so I get to go home early. I live about an hour away from my office. So I come into my office 2 days a week to see clients in person. It's pretty cool. These guys are gonna be like, I mean, you know, that little bitty one is like smaller than my finger here, and they get really big and bulky, so that'll be pretty cool. And they love to hang out around the rocks. That's what they do. 75-gallon tank, you would think is big enough, but that one Maltese is just no. I don't know what else to tell you guys. This is I don't know. I mean, I'm watching the feedback. You guys have any questions? I think there's one person watching. Let's see. I can tell you what's up here. These plants. So I have hornwort. Here's hornwort. This right here is hornwort. She says, I don't know a whole lot about hornwort as far as like, I know it's a great plant for baby fish. Guppy grass is great. It is really, this plant, if you look it up, you look up what guppy grass is, it's really, really good to clean your aquarium. It takes like, it even will take out heavy metals. Guppy grass. Let's see, what else is in this? Oh, rakia. Rakia, this stuff here, rakia. I love rakia. It's one of my favorite plants. This moss-looking stuff, that's rakia. Get a good focus on it. Not that. This, that's rakia. I've got a patch. See if I can find a good patch of rakia, because it does as it grows. It kind of becomes like a ball, kind of. It's a really, really cool, like, I mean, I don't think it's really a moss. I don't remember. I can't remember, but it's called Riccia. Riccia. I don't know how to spell it. I'd have to look it up. Hornwort. And then I do have some jungle val that's just kind of mixed in this. Let's see. I'm chasing the little shrimp. Shrimp got away. See if I can find some, I don't know. What else? What else should I show you guys? Yeah. Cheap lights, floodlights. If you got an aquarium, a bunch of aquariums, you're doing a fish room and you want some cheap aquarium lights, floodlights. Floodlights are great. I don't know. What else? What else should I talk about? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. I'll go ahead and end it here, and I'll get ready for my session for my client. Yeah, Kaylee, I don't know if you're following me or not, but if you want to go in, you can check out my channel. I'm working on breeding blue Galeris killifish and some other killifish. So that's kind of an interesting little thing I'm working on right now. Oh, yeah. I'll be doing an unboxing video this coming week of Orange Aquatics because they're going to be, I recently purchased some blue Galeris to replace the female that I lost recently because I had them breeding and I wasn't paying as much attention as I should, and the male killed the female. So unfortunately I lost my female, but I ordered a trio, so 2 females and a male. So now I have 2 males, and I will have 2 males and 2 females. And now I just got to figure out how I'm going to put them in tanks because I don't want any of them together. I guess I could have the 2 females together. That's a issue I'm trying to figure out. Like, what am I going to do? I do have a tank that has... I have a 10-gallon tank that has some super red longfin bristlenose plecos that I'm growing out because I bought them. They're really, really small, a couple inches. I'm waiting for them to get big enough so I can start breeding those. So I was thinking maybe I could put the females, the 2 female blue Galeris in that tank. And then whenever I breed them, I could just put them together. No, these are not killies at all. No, I'm talking about my projects I'm working on at home. Yeah, what's up, fish nerd? Yeah, no, these are not killies. I have This is not my fish room. This is my office. So I'm a mental health therapist. And this is I don't really do cichlids. I don't do cichlids. I got some shell dwellers. I don't remember how I got these originally. I got these like just a couple years ago. And I just liked their behavior. Their behavior was so unique. So I got rid of a couple of them, but then I kept just a couple. And I was just like, oh, these are so cool. What am I going to do with them? So I decided to bring them to my office. And originally they were in a 50-gallon tank. And then I just thought it was such a cool fish. So I upgraded the 50-gallon tank into the 75-gallon. So since you just jumped in, so I got the Nero Lamprologus multifasciatus shell dwellers, multi-shell dwellers. And then I got these guys over here, little colony of these, and these are babies. These are very, very young. I have one female in the back that's more of an adult, but these are Juliachromis mulleri. Juliachromis mulleri. So they get about 5 inches. And it's funny to watch right now because that little Maltese, I'm guessing that's the male, I think. I have to look a little closer. But that little male is always chasing off the Juliachromis when they get too close. Because, like, It's just ridiculous. It's got the whole side over here, but they decided to have a bunch of babies down there. So silly. Anyways, yeah, I got some Keelys at home that I'm working on. Dry incubating with some peat moss. The blue Glarus, and then I have the Austral. I got some mixed Austral, some chocolate and some orange. I bought like he basically just had a bunch that he wanted to clear up a fish tank, so he gave me a really good deal. I want to say Sultan Road. I don't think that's right. Sultan Road Aquatics. I can't remember how to say it, but anyways, yeah, he gave me a really good deal, so I bought all of his orange Austral. He had a couple of different ones, so they're not all orange. But anyways, so I'm breeding those, and then I'm also breeding the blue Glarus, and then I also have some clown Keelys that I'm also passively breeding those, basically in a tank, kind of like this, with just big old thick mat of Rakia. So just Rakia, so big old thick mat of Rakia, and a couple of clown Keelys, and keeping it out for babies. That's how I've bred them before, the clown Keelys. But anyways, Sutton Road, thank you. Yeah, thank you. That guy's awesome. Yeah, Sutton Road. Sorry about that. Yeah. Thanks for correcting me, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, Orange Aquatics. So I reached out to Sutton Road Aquatics. I reached out to him because he's the guy I actually bought my blue Glarus from. So apologize to him for killing the female that he sent me. I feel horrible about that. That was my mistake. I was pretty noob mistake on that. I should have kept a closer eye on them. I did get I got like 100 eggs though. Whole lot of eggs. There's a crazy amount of eggs. So yeah. He's been called worse. I've been called worse too, so whether or not I deserved it. Yeah. No, Sutton Road's cool. He sent me a list of fish that he has for sale right now, but I just spent $150 on Orange Aquatics, which he sent me to get the blue Glarus. So, but yeah, Orange Aquatics. I don't even know. Like, I looked. Yeah, Fish Nerd right on. Yeah, Orange Aquatics has pup fish. I'm kind of excited about that. I just don't have enough tanks right now. Yeah, me and my wife are talking about building a fish shed in the backyard. I want to put 3 racks. I can't do too much. Can I? Trust me, I've thought about hiding fish tanks in here. How many fish tanks? Oh my gosh. Oh no. I lost you guys for a second. I'm not sure what just happened. It said reconnecting. Anyways, yeah, so pup fish would be so cool. Sutton Road Aquatics, he has, he's got a bunch of Gadeids. So I don't know how he does the shipping with everyone, but I'm pretty excited to check in with him in about a month or so to see if he still has any of those. So, great guy. Oh, what else? I don't know, guys. I got to get ready for my client. I got a client in 10 minutes, so I should probably get going. But hey, thanks for checking out and saying hi and everything. I just wanted to do a little live video just to look at the babies in here, cause like there's a lot of babies. There's a whole lot of these Maltese babies in here, and it's so cool to watch them. And I'm not here every day, so these guys are like the easiest fish to breed as far as I'm concerned. You literally do nothing. I got an auto feeder on here. I got a whole bunch of shrimp. You guys saw the shrimp. This thing is just packed full of these Nerocardinia shrimp. Go buy yourself some cherry shrimp. get a hold of somebody in your area that has cherry shrimp and take all of your culls that you don't like, and you've got live food. But, you know, I don't have the type of filter I have on here. It actually will help keep live food going because they're not, it's just air driven pumps. They're not pumps. Well, I don't know. I guess that's kind of a pump. It's pumping air into the tank. So you notice that there's no current. You don't see water moving around. But I got K1 over here. I don't know. Is that really doing anything? I don't know. Whatever. It looks cool. Then I got this giant pot that is full of filter floss. I change that once a month. And then all these rocks. This is actually coral. Keeps the pH pretty high. These guys need high pH, so pH is probably in the 8s. So coral, that big old thing, that big old flat thing. I don't know what type of coral that is, but that's a type of coral too. Coral, and then of course there's coral in the sand. So little microbugs live in the sand. Microbugs live up there. So there's all kinds of food. All right, I'm stalling. All right. Hey, thanks for watching. Whoever jumps on here and watches the video after, if anyone does that. And if you haven't checked out my channel, like and subscribe, all that kind of crap. Oh no, I said a bad word. I'm not sure. Is that a bad word? As far as I don't care. I don't care. All right. Catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Actually, before we go, I got a new thing I'm going to say every single time. Stay strong. How's it go? Keep moving forwards and stay strong. That's it. Keep moving forwards and stay strong. All right. Thanks.